Good morning. I'm Detective Joe Friday, and I'm investigating the situation that happened here this morning. I understand you called this in.
Yes, sir.
And your name is?
His name's Alex O'Hara.
Alex, you're in charge of hotel security here?
Yes, sir. I took medical retirement from Bartlett PD. I was on the detective force 25 years. Had a medical issue. Had to take early retirement.
Okay. Well, tell me what happened from the beginning.
Yeah, about 9 o'clock in the morning, I got a call. I was in my office. Got a call from Becca Houston. She's our upfront girl. Works at the main desk down there. Said lady in 221 called. Heard gunshots. Felt like it was in the room right next door. So I hoofed it on down there to see if I could figure out what was going on. Right when I got there, there was a Caucasian male walking out of room 220. Looked a little red-faced. Nothing too unusual about him. He wasn't dressed to the nines, but he was dressed okay. I asked him what happened. He didn't say anything. He just kind of pointed at the door, sat down in the hallway.
Okay, did you come from the elevator area?
That's right.
Okay. Did you see anybody else in the hall as you came up?
Nobody in the hallway. The lady in 221 was peeking out. She just had the door cracked open, seeing what was going on, I guess.
Okay. All right, go on.
Well, the fellow was still sitting in the hallway, so I walked into the room. There was a body laying there. It was a Caucasian. Felt like it was probably a male. Saw a lot of blood. Looked like it might be some chest wounds involved, and I kind of worked my way around him, so I wasn't going to disturb much of anything. He had on a black mask. He had a pair of brass knucks on his right hand wearing. There was a knife on the floor and a blackjack on the floor near that. He wasn't moving, he wasn't doing anything, so I leaned over and yelled in his ear, you know, the usual, "Sir!" Didn't move, did that a couple of times. No response. I mean, he looked dead. Didn't look like he felt good at all. So I pulled the mask off, checked the carotid right here on his neck to see if I could get a pulse. No, didn't seem to be breathing either. Felt like he was dead.
Do you know who he is?
Never seen him before.
Okay, so what happened next?
Well, training kind of kicked in. I yelled for somebody to call 911, but I don't know if anybody ever did. I thought about doing CPR, but I didn't want to mess up any evidence, and there was blood everywhere, and I didn't have any gloves anyway. So I kind of looked at him and rolled his eyelid back. His pupils were dilated, fixed, unresponsive, so I felt like he was just dead. So I called 911. That's the call you guys got. I figured it'd be best not to touch anything, so I just backed away back out of the room and waited for EMS people to show up, which they did. Pointed out, you know, where the guy was, and they went in and checked him out.
Okay, now the guy you were waiting with, did he seem pretty shook up? The guy that was red-faced?
Nah, he seemed okay to me. He wasn't shaky or anything like that. Just a little shook up maybe, but nothing really telling.
Okay. Now, did you touch anything or move anything inside of the room?
Well, I went in, touched the doorknob, then I pulled the mask off. I touched him on the neck and on the face there to check his eyes to see if they were dilated or not, and that's it.
Okay. All right, did you leave anything inside?
No, I was careful.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me that might help me with this thing?
Well, the owners had security cameras put in not too long ago. They're on each corner of the building facing each direction, but there's nothing in the hallway. They wouldn't go for the money on that. We might catch him coming into the building. If we're lucky, he would have parked inside the building or nearby. We might can find that car. We keep a list of the register for what people's cars are when they come in and check in, so we might can eliminate one, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. But no security cameras in the hallway?
Not one, no sir.
I may or may not need that footage from the exterior, and if you can get it for me, a list of guests in that part of the hotel.
Yeah, I can get that. That's not a problem. Give me a subpoena, though. The owners like to keep it legal.
Okay, I'll get that to you. And I'll be in touch. Please check on that car if you can. Anything else that you can tell me?
Now 218's vacant. There's a lady, she's still in 221. You might want to talk with her, see what she saw or heard.
Great, okay. I'll definitely be talking to her. That's all I can think of.
Well, if you think of something else, let me know. Don't forget that subpoena. I got to have it. The owners are kind of picky on legal stuff.
Gotcha. Okay,
Okay,
I'll give you a call if I think of anything.
I'll be here. Thank you.